rock these scarves.
All right, yes, we have some great scarves from the Vintage Contessa, Danae Cangelosi Cremosta. You're going to find her this weekend at the Beaver Creek Antique Festival. Last weekend, you were at the Vail Antique Festival. I'm so excited to see these scarves. Scarves are so hot right now, and they're a great way to change up your look, update your look, but also take something classic. And we can find these on your website, thevintagecontessa.com. And you specialize in international e-commerce boutique. It's online, and you have all these wonderful vintage goods, authentic vintage goods.
Yes, ma'am. We have spent a lot of time traveling all over the world buying amazing pieces, and these are one of the accessories that we sell. And oftentimes people think of scarves as being very classic or traditional. So that's what we're talking about today, is how to transition and use these for a boho look in your hair or a fun accessory around your neck, and not do it maybe in the traditional way that everyone's thought of scarves being worn.
Well, that's the thing, too, is you can change it up so much. In fact, you have a lot of these little cards that give you all the different directions, how you tie it, what you need to do to give yourself a really unique look. And for traveling, this is a great way to go because you can change things up and have a lot of versatility in your suitcase.
Exactly. So you can take one look, you can use it around your wrist as an accessory, you can use it around your waist as a belt, and we're going to be looking at some of the models doing it in an interesting way.
Okay, well, let's take a look. We've got Bettina over here. Now, you might think this is just one scarf, but you actually have tied two scarves together.
We have, and she's really rocking the look. I think she looks fabulous. We've just tied them together at the end, and then we've tied little knots in them because they tend to get, when you fold them over, they tend to bunch up. And then, of course, she's got the most coveted accessory in the Birkin bag, carrying it along, making her whole look come together.
Oh, that's a beautiful Birkin bag, and that's really neat that you have some of these handbags that are so classic. The Birkin bag came out in the 80s. I think probably the best thing to come out of the 80s.
I tend to agree with you, definitely,
Okay.
Tricia.
Well, and our next model, okay, so now we've got Andrea, and she's sporting it as a belt. And what you can do is just dress real basic. She's got the little black skirt with the tank top, and then the belt just pulls it all together.
She is so sassy. I love it. You could even wear a pair of jeans and just run it through the jeans.
Yep.
So it is a way to just sass up a look and make you come into a fun look for 2011.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, and then Tracy is going to be coming out with a cool way of wearing two scarves, almost as a shirt. So she's going to show us how she did that, and she's also going to bring on a little Bella. Bella's showing how you wear that little handbag as the scarf. The scarf handbag.
It's turning a little bit, but you just tie it in the middle, you tie it at the top, and it becomes a handbag. And this one is the classic carousel look. And Bella, when we were in Paris last summer, chased every carousel we could find in town. So we thought that was the perfect accessory for her to wear as a young girl, is the carousel.
Okay.
And of course, Tracy looks awesome. What we've done is we've tied two scarves that are the same pattern, but you can take different scarves that have similar colors and tie them at the top, then put a great belt with it, and look, she's rocking it with her jeans and a white t-shirt, and she just instantly looks glamorous.
She's ready to go. And I like how you can pick a scarf that kind of fits your personality, and you can even take it to the rodeo. We've got a look here. You brought in the denim shirt. We're kind of mimicking, once again, some of the little booklets that you have on your website and different things that will help us be really confident in wearing the scarves. You've got the hat with it, and this can just go with a chambray shirt.
Exactly. People think of it again as being more traditional with the white blouse. I've shown it here with the white blouse with more of a boho look. But you just do it typically where you tie it in the front and bring it around. And then when you add the chambray shirt and the hat, then instantly you're a little bit more Western than traditional.
And then sometimes you'll see it on the handbag as well.
Yes, the Kelly bag does come with the shoulder strap, but I thought that this was a fun way to add more color to the Kelly bag. So what we've done here is we've knotted it, and then you can use it
just
on your shoulder to hold it, or put it across your body as a messenger bag. So for traveling, I think this is a great way to get good protection, to be hands-free when you're shopping, so you can go grab more merchandise to buy.
Yes, definitely. And some very famous people have worn scarves. Let's talk about some of the iconic images you think of when you hear the word scarves.
Yes. Well, Grace Kelly, of course, that the Kelly bag is named after, she used it to hold her broken arm and used it as a sling, which is pretty clever. And Audrey Hepburn wore a lot of scarves as neckties. And also we have Catherine Deneuve and Jackie O with those great big sunglasses with the scarf tied around her head. She looked so amazingly glamorous.
Yeah, Sharon Stone used it in Basic Instinct. You may remember that scene. So yeah, a lot of famous people have worn the scarves in different ways. Now, and you had a chance to actually see how some of these scarves were made too in one of your travels.
We did. We were in Hawaii a few years back, and it was a international fashion week there, and Hermes brought in the actual machinery that they use to make the scarves. So these scarves every layer of color that they make is done on a different level. Oh, wow. So each time it runs through a different screening process. The most colors that they use on any scarf is 43.
Oh, wow.
So you can really notice when you look at it to that level how many different colors go into making this, and it's pretty interesting. And I think that's what too makes it so versatile, is it can go with so many different pieces in your wardrobe, because there's a brown and a black and a white and so many different things. Another interesting fact is that during the holiday season at the Hermes flagship store in Paris, they say that a scarf is sold every 20 seconds.
Every 20 seconds. Wow. And you know what? The Hermes scarf is something that's classic. You could pass it down generation after generation. I mean, girls, take a look in your grandmother's closets. Maybe she's got some Hermes that she's not using, and that's where you can bring it out and revive it. And that's the thing, is so many different generations are interested in the different types of looks you get with scarves.
And I was so lucky. I inherited one from my mother-in-law, who I happen to love. And it's a great piece. It actually is a scene from an area near Normandy called Deauville, which is where Coco Chanel opened her first boutique or millinery, because she started as a hat milliner. And I'm actually going to have it framed. And a lot of people take these scarves because they are so beautiful and use them as artwork. So that's something that I think was very special to inherit from my mother-in-law. And we're going to have that to be able to pass down for generations in our family.
Now, how do you find these authentic goods? Because that's what we're going to find on your website, whether it is the Chanel jewelry, the Birkin bag, the Hermes bag, the different scarves.
We travel internationally. My husband's an estate jeweler, so the people that we're working with, we buy large collections from. Watches, jewelry, diamonds. And so oftentimes people with those sort of products also have other amazing luxury goods. So it's just expanded. He took what he loved and made a career out of it, and that's what I'm trying to do. Is I love all these fashion accessories. I love handbags. I have to say that that's my greatest passion or addiction, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And so it's just a way for us to work with people that we were already currently working with, and it expands what we buy. Okay. And we also have met some great individuals last week at the Vail show, this week at the Beaver Creek show, who have pieces that they no longer want and then they want to sell. And so we meet individuals like that. Oftentimes people will trade in and trade up. So they have the Kelly bag, but they really want the Birkin. So they'll trade it in. So we're just working with interesting individuals to buy interesting collection.
Yeah, well, you can once again, you can see this great collection. The Vintage Contessa is going to be up at Beaver Creek Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for their antique show. Check out some of the authentic goods. If you're leaving town, check it out online, thevintagecontessa.com, and find out some fun ways to wear scarves for summer.